more.
You know what the dumbest things about general anxiety disorder is that it makes you think about everything that probably will never happen to a future that you haven't even lived yet. And that's one of the worst things about GAD is. But also adding on health anxiety to the matter does not make that any better. Health anxiety and GAD make each other stronger by killing me inside and out. And I'm telling you, it is the worst thing on the planet to feel and to think about. Because, like any other mental disorder, can't focus, can't concentrate, can't function normally. There's so much you have to do in order to just feel okay. And that's why I distract myself so much and do so many things at once. So my brain does not have a split second to Thanos snap like that and having everything bad come out all at once. But at night is the worst because it all comes out. No matter what I'm doing. And it doesn't seem to stop until I'm dying. I never, well, I wouldn't say never, but I didn't always, my anxiety was not this big before, especially my GAD and health anxiety. I never really had health anxiety up until probably last year, a couple years ago. And my generalized anxiety hasn't been this bad. Well, there have been times where when I was little and, there were times where I would explain that I'm scared of dying, But other than that, I still lived my life. And it's one of those things where it's like you don't there you go. You don't necessarily think about it. Back then, I've had moments of being afraid to die, but most of the time I didn't think about it. Now it's like constantly, that's all I ever think about, along with generalized anxiety disorder, because I'm at that age where anything can happen, Like, I know at any age anything's possible, but when you're a young kid, you're healthy, you do whatever, and you with no consequences, and but it's like anything can literally happen. And I don't like that saying. But it's a saying I say a lot because it's like, it's true. It's like I could die at any moment and not realize it. You know, and I don't want to get too literal, but that's how it is with me. And like with any pain that I feel, it's just a split moment of like, oh God, what if I'm gonna die? And I'm not ready for it. You know, there's so much that I think about and so much that I fear that I'm not gonna be able to live my life and live the life that I want. And I'm gonna miss so much because I'm gonna spend my life worrying about things that's not gonna happen. And I don't wanna think like this. I don't wanna continue to cry and stay up every night thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna die, when you go to sleep and you wake up and you're just fine, you know? Like, what brought this on is right now my side is hurting, so of course I'm gonna link that to a burst appendix, you know? But I always sometimes have to think rationally, like, what would be the reason of the cause for a burst appendix, you know? And oh, I would probably be in more pain than I am right now, but it doesn't matter. It's honestly, it's just like, no matter how much I try to rationalize it, my brain just is like, it doesn't matter, you're gonna die, and this is it, and there's no way that's gonna help you. And it's the same for like, you know, I've never had one surgery and I've never had a broken bone, but who's to say that's gonna be a thing forever, you know? Because there's no way. There's no way you can go your entire life without one broken bone or a couple of surgeries, you know? And that scares me because it's like, what if, like, I know for surgeries you're asleep during the whole thing, but what if you still feel it, you know? Or what if you wake up during the middle of it? Or what if the doctors do something wrong? Or if something goes wrong, and that's what I'm afraid of. But I know that it's dumb, and I know that the things that I think about is never probably going to ever happen. But that's the thing, is that it doesn't matter if it's going to happen or not. It's still a possibility. Just because it's not happening to you doesn't mean it's not happening to other people. Like, that's what sucks so much. And I'm wasting my life. I'm wasting what life I have left worrying about all these things I don't have to worry about. Like, I get a car tomorrow, and now I'm just wondering, how am I gonna pay it? How am I gonna pay for it? You know? Like, I have eBay, I have that job. And then, hopefully, if Corona is done being stupid by my birthday in 9 months, I'm gonna get a job. And I know the moment I feel confident about getting my job and my license, I'm gonna start worrying and being like, oh God, what if I mess up? What if I do something wrong? What if a customer's angry at me? And like on those big holidays where like Black Friday or Christmas, like what if I have to work on those days and my anxiety can't handle it? Because I know that I can't really, don't think I can get away with on a break because of my anxiety. I don't think anxiety can be a way to skip work, you know? Or an excuse. And it's like people don't think these things. People don't think when you're walking down the street someone's just gonna automatically kill you, or someone is gonna automatically kidnap you, or you know, or when you're walking down the street an earthquake's gonna happen, or you know, normal people don't think these ways. But people with GAD do, and people like me do. Every single thing that I do can be linked or caused to a certain tragedy or certain death or whatever, you know? Like, oh, there's a pain in my head, I'm thinking it's a brain aneurysm, or there's a pain in my chest, I feel like I have a stroke or heart attack, or just anything that I feel, it feels like I'm gonna die because it's like, because I'm not ready for that, man. I'm so not ready, and I know that I probably have a long life to live, but it's like, what if I don't? And it's like I'm gonna waste what life I have being afraid of things that's not gonna happen. You know, but it's like most things these days can be cured, but it's like, what about cancer? You know? Like, sure, my grandmother and grandfather from my dad's side has survived a stroke and a heart attack. But what if I don't? And that shit's hereditary, man. And it's so scary. It's so scary because it's like both cancer and heart problems are what's hereditary in my family. And what are the chances of me getting either? Oh, God. You know, and I know that it's not like. I know that it's not like. See, like right now, the pain is back and it hurts, and I can't stop thinking that there's something wrong. And like, everything just goes wrong, and it sucks because it's like, what am I supposed to do? My dad's obviously sleeping. It's almost 2 in the morning. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know, I can't just go wake my dad up and say, hey, I feel like my appendix burst. Like, I know that there's nothing wrong, but my brain doesn't know that. My brain can't understand that. And what sucks is whenever me and Mariah plan for our life in the future, she makes me hopeful for it. But there's so many factors and consequences that come into play when thinking about the future. Is first of all, our jobs, where we want to live, because I'm not going to be fucking living in Oregon all my life. I'm not going to be living here when I'm older. I'm sorry. This place is a fucking shithole. Portland is a shithole, and I hate it. I didn't want to go to Colorado or Wyoming, but it's so smoky over there that I don't think it'll be able to handle it. Or like maybe Canada. Canada is probably where me and Mariah might go. But there's just so much still that you have to do. Like, plus even if we didn't have to move to Canada, we'd have to learn their currency. And I don't know Canada currency. And then there's getting a house, there's bills, there's taxes, there's you know, other shit that I don't know how to do. And it's like, I know that I shouldn't be worrying about it because like I'll have help from family members, you know, but it's like what if I don't? You know, my mom doesn't want to grow old. My dad is not in a good condition. And I know that I have lots of family members to help, and I know that I have my brothers, but it's like Tanner just moved out and is living on his own. Evan is being supported by his girlfriend and their family of 8 people, and Lucas is too young to understand all of this. So it's like, I'm the worst when it comes to asking for help. So it's like, how am I supposed to live my life and try to live my life if I have no idea how to ask for help, and if nobody knows how to help me? I'm not gonna be seeing my counselor forever. And obviously, like, I can't be booking doctor's appointments anytime that I feel a pain in my body, but it's like, What else am I supposed to do? I've never gotten like a CT scan or a CAT scan or an MRI or an X-ray. I've never had that shit before, and now being in a doctor's office is like, I want everything done. I want a whole fucking overlook to see if I'm fine and if, you know, and this is all the shit that runs through my brain every single day. It may not be constantly, but that's because I'm constantly doing stuff to keep my brain working on something else aside from running on the anxiety. This is real shit that I worry about. This is real time and reality. Real life shit that I constantly worry about. And I can't handle it, man. I can't. It is too much pain and too much suffering that I have to go through and deal with that nobody else knows how to handle. Because how am I supposed to tell somebody? How am I supposed to tell somebody that, oh hey, I fear living and dying. What am I supposed to do? And their answers every time are gonna be, don't worry about it. Like, oh gee, thanks, didn't think of that. And this is the one thing that sucks, is having this feeling for the rest of my life. And I don't want to live my life like this. I don't want to live my life in fear, in constant fear and worry and anxiety each and every day. I want to live my life. I want to be happy on YouTube. I want to fucking travel. I want to live my life with Mariah, but it's all just so hard right now. How am I supposed to do it if I also can't go on a plane? Because for one, I've never been on a plane before, and two, what if there's a plane crash? And like sometimes I worry about being in a car because of car crashes. Like, there's just so there's just so much to worry about, and so much that is so much out of my control that I can't comprehend, and I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to think. And I know, like, there's medication, but it's like, the last time I have tried medication, it screwed me over, and even with medication, there's side effects that I'm scared of. Like, how the fuck am I supposed to live if I can't get over the simple fact of medication? How did everything get so hard? How did it get this bad? I don't know what to think. I have no idea what to do. And I can't live my life like this, man. I just can't. And every single day I know that I know and tell myself that I'm fine. But I don't know that for sure. And it sucks because I don't have anyone to talk to about this. I don't have anyone to tell because everyone is doing just fine. They don't worry about the things that I worry about. They don't realize or care about the things that I obviously am so super worried about. And this is all so deep and so scarring pain that I really prayed to God a few weeks ago, hoping and praying that I'm gonna be fine and that I'm not gonna have this forever and that the world will be fine. Like every single day, it's just harder and harder and more anxiety. I don't have any gummies. I don't have medication. Oh god, it's just all too much, dude. It's all too much, and I can't, and I'm going crazy. I don't know how to do it. I've never had it this bad before. And I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I can't breathe. Oh, Jesus. If this is gonna be my life forever, I don't want to fucking live anymore if this is what it's gonna be like. Because I can't do this, man. I fucking can't do this.